We review a resume, conduct a video interview, check the references, and click hire. We assume the digital vetting process guarantees a legitimate employee. But major U.S. companies, including Fortune 500s and defense contractors, are onboarding IT workers who simply do not exist. The person on the other end of that corporate Slack message is a state-sponsored operative working for the Democratic People's Republic of North Korea. This highly organized remote work scheme generates an estimated $500 million every year. It allows the regime to bypass international sanctions and funnel Western corporate salaries directly into Pyongyang's weapons programs. Once inside, their objectives expand from salary generation to direct theft. In Atlanta, an operative quietly drained $900,000 from a blockchain firm, while others have successfully exfiltrated restricted U.S. military data. The programmer writing proprietary code for your organization is a state actor, turning the corporate payroll system into a geopolitical weapon. To pass initial HR screening, these operatives hunt down real, unsuspecting IT professionals online and clone their entire employment history. They then attach an AI-generated face to the stolen identity. Because the image was synthesized by a computer, reverse image searches run by corporate security teams return absolutely zero red flags. Operatives use an API to manipulate timestamps on open-source coding platforms to prove they have the experience they claim. A 2024 code commit can be dragged back to appear as if written in 2011. This timeline forgery bypasses automated HR screening software, which scans for historical account aging before advancing a candidate to the next round. During the live interview, they mask their true location using commercial voice-over IP phone numbers and decentralized serverless tools like IP Messenger, making their digital footprint nearly impossible to track. But eventually, they hit a physical wall. If the U.S. company decides to hire them, they will ship a highly secured corporate laptop to the new employee's domestic address. Digital forgery manufactures a perfect resume, but penetrating a Fortune 500 network requires a physical footprint on American soil. To solve this, North Korea recruits U.S.-based facilitators. Recent federal indictments reveal how these domestic enablers create shell companies and receive the corporate laptops at their own homes. Federal investigators discovered massive illicit laptop farms operating out of residential homes across 16 different states. When a laptop arrives, the enabler plugs the machine into a small piece of hardware known as a KVM, a keyboard, video, and mouse switch. The KVM captures the screen output and broadcasts it to the internet. Because the KVM is an external piece of hardware, it doesn't require installing any unauthorized software on the secured company laptop. The North Korean operative then uses commercial VPNs to log into that specific KVM feed, taking full control of the keyboard and mouse from thousands of miles away. When the corporate IT department reviews the access logs, the logging registers as a standard domestic IP address because the physical laptop is actually sitting in a house in New Jersey or Texas. By bridging American hardware with remote access workarounds, North Korea successfully places a geographic ghost directly behind the corporate firewall. Once inside, these operatives act like high-performing employees. They track their working hours down to the second and meet their development quotas, all while quietly funneling their six-figure salaries into offshore accounts. But then, they begin to leverage their trusted access. In one instance, an operative assigned to a blockchain project rewrote the source code of 2 smart contracts to drain his employer's crypto assets. The stolen funds are washed through virtual currency mixers like Tornado Cash and deposited into offshore exchanges held under aliases. The primary danger is a silent internal drain, executed by an adversary holding legitimate, authorized access to the deepest levels of the company. Traditional verification methods, like checking social security numbers or dates of birth, provide zero protection against this level of identity engineering. Securing the hiring process now requires active friction, real-time biometric checks, mandatory mobile driver's licenses, and ideally in-person hardware provisioning. Companies must also apply these exact same rigorous standards to third-party contractors. A temporary freelance developer requires the same level of vetting as an internal executive hire. Trusting a flawless digital paper trail is a vulnerability. Organizations have to verify the physical human behind the screen, or risk their payroll becoming an engine for state-sponsored espionage.